Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another podcast. How is everybody? My name is Denise and I talk about knitting, crochet, and I have just started to dabble back into a little bit of cross stitch. But yeah, so shall we just get on with it? Today there's not going to be very much. I don't feel like today's podcast is going to be a long one. I've worked on the bits that I was showing last week, but I don't know, I just don't feel like there's much to show. But anyway, we'll just get into it. I have one finished object. I have 3 whips here to show you, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I will talk to you about any new things that I want to start, plans and stuff, and then life update at the end, and then I will roll the dice obviously to get next week's project. So today is Sunday. I do normally roll the dice on a Monday, but Ian is at work today, so I thought I would take the opportunity to film today, as tomorrow he's at home and then he's back on nights. So yeah, I thought I would do it with an empty house, but I won't work on that project until tomorrow. And Sundays I've decided to have as stitchy Sundays, so I'll just sit and do a bit of cross stitch and catch up with the stocking that I am knitting on and stuff. So yeah, we're just going to roll with it. Excuse the state of me, it's Sunday, haven't really made an effort, but there we go. Anyway, so my finished object is this little cat. So I have done the little Santa, I've done the elf, and now I have done the cat. I think I had to go and get the yarn last week. Did you see the elf finished? I think you did. I did finish, yes, I did finish the elf. And last week I had to get, that's right, because I got, yes, that is right, because I had to get the yarn last Saturday. So yeah, this is finished. It's really super cute. When I was making it, the head looked massive, like really, really big. Then I had to alter the hat because the hat wouldn't fit on its head. So I had to make the hat a little bit longer. The ears are just stitched on the hat. There's no holes in their hat or anything. And because it's a cat, I've put a little towel on the back as well. So yeah, I have done that. The original picture that I was sent, it was a black cat in a little dress. They wanted a ginger cat in a male outfit, so there we go. I just didn't put a pom-pom on the top. I just put this little bit on the top, just tied on some white yarn, and I thought that looked quite cute. It was different to the others as well. I didn't want them all to be the same. So yeah, it is really, really cute. I just did not enjoy making it for some reason. I just kept going wrong, but yeah, it's finished and it is really cute. I was thinking last week, and not anymore, thinking of making one for our Slimming World raffle for Christmas, but then I was thinking, oh, people might say, oh, can you make me one? Can you make me one? And no. So yeah, this is finished. I can tell the recipient that they're all finished now and done. So that is a finished object. I'm pleased about that. Let's talk about the stocking. So the Arnie and Carlos stocking. Oh, the yarns that I used for this was just DK scraps that I had, and the ginger colour was mustard in the Hobbycraft yarn. So yeah, and the pattern I will leave, well, not the pattern for that, but I used the Santa pattern basically, changed the facial features. The math has gone a bit weird, but I'll try and fix that. It just needs to come down a bit. I'll try and fix that. Yeah, so I literally did the Santa pattern that I have linked in last week's podcast. I will leave it in this week as well. And then I just added the ears. So what I did was I just I did the tip of the hat really. and then I think I just made them 8 rows or 9 rows or something like that anyway, and I thought they looked alright. So yeah, that's that. In my Christmas bag, because it is a Christmas stocking, it's the Arnie and Carlos knit along. Now if you don't want to see any spoilers, I am up to day, what's the date today? It's the 17th. I think I'm up to day 15, so which is Friday. If you don't want to see any spoilers, then look away now. I'm going to quickly show you mine. Here is mine. I am enjoying it. This bit here, I absolutely love this, and then we're going into like this here. So I have moved it away from the screen if you want to look back. The yarns that I'm using is just stash yarn. It is Aldi in Dove Grey, in Plum, and the pink is in Dusky Pink Home Bargain So Crafty yarn. Is it so? No, Crafty Things. So Crafty is the Aldi yarn. I am enjoying it, and last week I said about that there being a spoiler. I'm sure I said last week there was a spoiler. Yes, I did. And it really sort of disheartened me, and I was like, it ruined it a little bit. And then on Friday, I had to catch up with like 3 or 4 days. And as I was knitting it, I wasn't enjoying it. And I think because I had so much to catch up on. But yesterday, I caught up with day 15, which was Friday. And I really enjoyed it again, because it just literally took me about half an hour to knit the 6 rounds. And I really enjoyed it again. I was like, right, I just need to keep on track. So the plan is now is to hopefully just keep on track as much as I can, even if I have to have 2 days, like I have to knit 2 days, that's not too bad. But I think 3 all in one go was quite a lot, and I know I can just do 6 and then come back to it the next day or a couple of hours later, and it's all my own doing basically. But yeah, so I am knitting this to pattern. I am really enjoying it now that I've caught up and stuff. So that is that. The next thing that I want to quickly show you is my cross stitch. I did do a little bit on this yesterday. Now I was knitting on the cross heel, which I'll show you in a second, and I got a bit bored and I was like, oh, what else can I do? So I did this, caught up with the stocking, and then I was like, oh, I'll do a bit of cross stitch. So I have now got quite a bit of this done. So last week I just had sort of this bit here, I had this blue bit here and down here a little bit, but now I've managed to come down here quite a lot. I've managed to put a little bit of the, I would say it's gold, like sandy colour in, because this is, here is one of the buildings. So yeah, that's how far I've got. I will do a little bit more on this today. Yeah, and I will catch up with the stocking, and I'm possibly thinking of putting together some yarn and needles to cast on a Christmas pair of socks. Now the reasoning for this is because I haven't pulled any yarn for the Socksy and You Know It cow that Amanda from Little Lycac has done this month at all. And I've still got 3 balls of yarn wrapped up. Now what I might do is leave those and open them randomly in December, or I don't even know what yarns are in them packages, and just put them under the tree for me to open on Christmas Day. I know that's a little bit cheeky and stuff, but I don't normally get yarn for Christmas. It's not sort of, it's not what I ask for one, but I never get yarny stuff for Christmas. So yeah, I might do that, and then I'll have yarn to open on Christmas Day, and I won't even remember. I can't remember what's in them packages. But I did buy some yarn from the Wool Stack, I think, and I picked up I picked up the new Christmas yarn from West Yorkshire Spinners, and I picked up last year's, not last year's colourway, I think it was Candy Cane or something, I can't remember. I picked up 2, so I'm thinking I could cast on one now, and have another pair of Christmas socks on the go. And the reasoning for that is because I haven't got much just to pick up and knit if I get bored on what I'm knitting on. Does that make sense? Now, last week, the week before, I had loads of stuff I was working on. So I had the sorrel that I was fixing, I had the little crochet amigurumi things, I had the stocking, and I had my main project. And I've got my Musselburgh that is in a handbag, I think. Where at the moment I've got my main project that I'm rolling the dice for, I've got the stocking, I've got my cross stitch, but that's a very different craft, so it's whether I fancy that or not. So I'm thinking of just casting on a pair of socks. Anyway, I know I've gone on a right tangent with that, talking about cross stitch. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to do a bit more on this today. I'm really enjoying doing a little bit of cross stitch. I think I did about 3 hours on and off yesterday. So I did my knitting, and then Ian was at the garage yesterday, and he got home about 7, and I started this just before he got home, and on and off, like, it might have even been longer than that, I think about until 11 o'clock. I just had this next to me, picked it up, did a few stitches, put it back down, picked it up, did a few stitches, put it down, and it's not like I'm constantly on it. So yeah, and we was watching Bulletproof. Ian's re-watching Bulletproof on, I don't know where he's watching it actually, on the Fire Stick somewhere. So yeah, anyway, this is the progress that I've got on my cross stitch. That's what I'm trying to say. I am trying to fill in all of this here, so then I can move the fabric, or the Ada. And then I know, thank you for your comments last week saying that I only have to move or take it out of the hoop if the stitches are going around the hoop. So once I've got obviously a little bit more than that, then I will take it out of the hoop. I'm thinking of getting a bigger hoop, just to make it a little bit easier. I do have a hoop with a stand that's in the loft at the moment that I can tuck under my leg, and have it on that, so I can be freehand, and I can do it double-handed basically. But I'm enjoying just holding this. But yeah, I am thinking of getting a bigger hoop or a Q-snap or something. But yeah, this is a round design, so it will go round in a big circle. But yeah, so that is my cross stitch. Oh my god, I spoke about that and went on a tangent. There we go. So the dice rolled last week, the not the cross heel, the Notting Hill top. I haven't got a picture of it. I have on Knit Companion. Now I use I use Knit Companion for majority of my patterns now. I very rarely print them off, so I will quickly show you a picture, and I will also leave the link down below. So this is the cross heel, no, it's the Notting Hill. And even better, it is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's free. I shared it with all my friends the other day, and they were like, it's free. I was like, yes. And last week I had the smallest amount done. I had literally the rib of the neck, and now I have already split for sleeves. This colour is not coming up right at all. It's blowing out. I've had to put the big light on because the sun is out, but it's just still really dark. But anyway, this is now got the yoke, and I have got this much under the armholes. I know. I have finished the first ball. Well, I have this little bit here, but I want to join the new colour under the armhole, because how I join just by knitting a new colour in, but I weave and steven my ends in, and I want to do that sort of so it's not at the front or the back or more noticeable. This pattern is free, so I feel like I can talk about it in a little bit more detail. I don't know whether this is going to fit me for one, because I think the plan with this is obviously I knitted it in a smaller size than I was at the time. Now this was cast on in April. Since April I have fluctuated in weight. Now I've lost weight, I've been away, put on weight, I've lost weight, been away, put on weight, and so on and so forth. So I'm roughly about the same size as I was back in April, or weight wise anyway. It looks big enough, like if I stretch it out, like that does go over my shoulders and stuff. The neck is quite tight. It does go over my head. It is okay, and I have put it over my head to make sure, and the neck and everything. The yoke is quite deep really. I've made it as deep as I wanted. I think I knit 9 inches. So you do all this, which I thought was colour work. It's not. It's slip stitches, which I knit this whole yoke in a day. In a day. As easy as that. So easy. Now basically this first row here, it's just contrast colour, knit all the way round, and then this here is you knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one, and then on the next round you knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one in the alternate colours. I was just like, oh my god, that is amazing. And then when you get down to this bit here, like the bigger bit, it's knit one, slip three, knit one, slip three. And then on the next round it's knit 3, slip 1, knit 3, slip 1. Like, oh my goodness. I'd never thought about doing it like that before. And then this little bit here is exactly the same. And yeah, so I absolutely loved knitting the yoke of this, and I was saying that it could be my Christmas jumper or Christmas tee. I haven't decided whether I want long sleeves or short sleeves. I am going to make the actual thing a little bit longer than the pattern, because this is quite short, it's very cropped. I'm going to make it longer, and I don't know whether to make it long or short sleeved yet. What I'm going to do is finish the body, get the body off the needles, try it on. If it's quite snug, then I probably will just make it into a tee. If it's got a little bit of movement in it, then I will do long bishop sleeves, which are just knit straight all the way down to the cuff, rapid decrease, so it's nice and tight at the cuff with a little balloon at the bottom. I'm sure that's a bishop sleeve, balloon sleeve. Anyway, so this is how far I got, and I am so pleased that I managed to get quite a bit done. I have put a stitch marker in the back, but this was how much I knit yesterday, and it just knit so quickly. I was watching a lot of Netflix yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before? Yesterday and the day before this was, sorry. So on Friday Ian went fishing. I watched lots of Netflix, lots of YouTube, and then yesterday I did a little bit as well. So this is how much I've got in 2 days. If this gets pulled again anytime soon, I could get this finished. I have plenty of yarn, and yeah, so I'm so happy with this. Hopefully it gets pulled before sort of Christmas-ish. If not, then I probably will just pull it out to work on it over December, and I will talk about my December plans in a second. So I'm going to roll the dice and we are going to see what project it picks for next week. Now if it does pick this project, I will keep it because I want it for Christmas, and I know that's probably a bit boring for you guys, but I want to get stuff finished. Anyway, and this is living in a Gibberee-roo. Is that what it is? Let me have a look. Yes, a Gibberee-roo sews bag, and it's got loads of different coffee on it, which just suits me down to the ground. Absolutely love that bag. Right, let's roll the dice. I have the app here, and I've just literally opened it. So let's tap and roll. Number 6. Oh, which is the rocket tee. So let me go and get that out and I will show you what that looks like. This is my rocket tee. It's living in a Emma ball bag. That sounds so wrong, but it's just got these lovely sheep on it. Now this was a project that was, or the yarn was, a V-back tee that I knit, and it was too short, so I took it back, or took the rib off, knitted it longer, put the rib back on, waited another year, realised that it just got too big for me, so I pulled the whole project back. And now the yarn that I'm using is by Wiku Yarns, who unfortunately don't dye yarn anymore. They are on Instagram still, WEKU, and it is, I don't know the name of the yarn, but I have just caked it all back up, and it's all in random balls. I am helical knitting this, I think. Yes, I am. I have 2 balls attached. And I don't have any needle stoppers, but that's okay. I have, by the looks of it, just joined, oh my good lord, I have just joined for the front V. So that there is the front V. It's going to be really difficult to show you this because let me just take the stops off of this for a second. I have got stops, so I need to get those out. I don't want to lose needles. Stitches, sorry. This, yeah, it just looks nothing at the moment. I think I am at the stage where I split for sleeves, so that's exciting. This pattern is it's a paid for pattern on Ravelry. It's I've got a picture of it actually, might have. It's by Tennis Fibre Arts, and I have got a picture, I can see it. This is it. Now originally it's knit with a fingering weight yarn and a mohair yarn, so you're striping both. I've knit this twice already. One that I've got in pinks, one that I knit in yellows that I gifted to Mandy at Mousie's Make, so if you watch her you probably would have seen her wear that. And now I'm knitting this one. I'm knitting this one in a slightly smaller size. What has gone on there? Why is that so big, that stitch? Can you see? What has happened? It's not even an end. Oh, what have I done there? I don't know. I might be able to fix that somewhere down the line. Anyway, I'll deal with that when I come to it. I might be able to just, when I put the I-cord on, the I-cord edging on, might be able to sort that out. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I've knit this a couple of times now, but this time I got so confused with the increases. I think it's just before the sleeve, but now I think I'm set with that now, and I don't know, for some reason just lately patterns are really confusing me and they're patterns that I've done before. So yeah, I am going to carry on with this. We'll see how much progress I can get. I will put a stitch marker in to say where I was at the beginning of this week. I won't work on this until tomorrow, because that's Monday. That gives me a full week on it. So I'm just going to use this, probably not very appropriate, but this little ice cream. But it goes with the colour of the yarn. It's blue. Where can I put this? Let's just put it here. So I think I just need to split for sleeves on this now. So there's my progress keeper, and we will see next week how much I can get done. Now bearing in mind this is in a 4-ply, it's not going to knit up as quickly as the Notting Hill top, and it might take a few weeks to get this, a few weeks of this coming out of the dice roll for me to get it finished, but I probably won't wear it till the summer anyway, so that's fine. Anyway, that is my project for next week. I will put that there. Oh, I left the needle stops on it. I will get some more needle stops for this project. Okay, so now that's all the knitting that I have to show, but now I'm going to talk a little bit about plans and stuff. So I'm obviously knitting the Arnie and Carlos knit along stocking, which I am now enjoying again. I have also seen that Tellybean Knits are bringing out a mystery knit along for Christmas, another cowl, and that looks really interesting. So I'm in two minds to do that or not. Let me know what you think. It's a little bit like the Halloween one, but a Christmas one obviously. I'm not sure yet. I do only have one Yarny Advent. My battery is about to die. Let me just change it. Where was I? So yeah, I only have one Yarny Advent this year, and I have one cross stitch Advent that has come, and I will show you that. There's not really much to show. It's just a bit of Ada in a hoop, and you get a piece of the pattern every day that you cross stitch. So that will be in Vlogmas, because I have decided to do Vlogmas, maybe a little bit different, but I have decided to do Vlogmas. So I think in December I'm not going to have a lot of things to be knitting on to get done in that day. So I have decided, I think I have decided to knit with my Advent from Mandy from Mousewitch Yarns, the anthology throw. Nothing else really tickles my fancy at the moment. So last year with Mandy's Advent I did the Radvent cardigan. I have started another Radvent cardigan that I had a Advent with a friend that we did a yarn Advent swap with our friends group, and I've started another Radvent with that because I absolutely loved it. So that's sort of a work in progress, and I just wanted something a bit different, and I wanted something a bit mindless and something a bit easy. So I think that will be doable. I know the end is going to be so many stitches, but I think it will be okay. I think I will be able to be okay with it, and that's pretty much, I think. So I'll have like my Advent, I'll have my weekly whip, hopefully a sock on the go that I can just pick up here, there and everywhere, the cross stitch, which apparently doesn't take that long every day and stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. I haven't got any plan to change up what I'm doing on a weekly basis with my whips and stuff, just because I've only got that one advent, and I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit easier to begin with. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing, I think. And I don't know whether to bring that other pattern into the mix or not. Now, the reason I'm saying that, and I'm going into like a bit of health update now, is because I have been given a date for my gallbladder removal operation, procedure, whatever you want to call it, which is the 7th of December. So that's a Saturday, and it's a week in to December. I've heard lots of stories saying people recover really quickly. I've had some saying they take a little bit longer to recover. So either way, I think I'm gonna just want easy, simple, mindless crafting to do. I am going to be doing Vlogmas, and I will be doing my best to record every day, obviously on that Saturday. There may be a few days that go into one vlog, so I'll vlog in the morning. I got to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I probably won't be up to vlogging that night or whatever, but then there's Sunday and then Monday and stuff, depending on how I feel after. But I will hopefully carry on vlogging after that, so I will just come back when I feel I'm up to it. Even if I'm just sitting here and not really doing much, I can just show you what I'm working on, show you opening my advent. I have got a tea advent as well. So I've got 3 advents. I've got a yarny one, a cross stitch one, and a tea advent. I was thinking of treating myself to a chocolate advent. Just a little small chocolate one. I know Marks and Spencer's have got a really nice one at the moment, so we'll see. But yeah, so that is a health update really. So I have got the date for my operation. I'm really nervous. When she told me the actual date and stuff, it sort of come reality, and I was like, oh, okay. I wrote it in my diary, and I was like, oh, I'm really nervous now. Like, I'm not scared, I'm just really nervous. And then what didn't help is on Saturday morning, early hours of Saturday morning, I ended up with a gallbladder attack at 4:30. And then we went and got weighed at Slimming World, and I was sort of up and awake from about 4:30. Felt like absolute crap. It felt awful. By the time Slimming World come round, I did feel a bit better. I was able to go and stuff, and I have put on a pound this week. It is that time of the month, and I don't know whether the gallbladder attack had anything to do with it and stuff. I don't know how it affects your body in that way. I'm not a nurse or a doctor, so I don't know. But I was okay with that. I was like, okay, that's fine. We are going to try and be as good as we can. Well, I'm going to try and be as good as I can up to the surgery. And then I think after the surgery, it all depends on how I feel, what I want. I'm not going to worry about it for probably a couple of weeks. And see how we go from there, basically. I've done a bit of reading online. I've been on TikTok and Instagram and probably places I shouldn't have been. Nancy will probably tell me off. I haven't been on Reddit. Yeah, there's some people that say that they can't eat certain stuff, and for the first couple of weeks it's really difficult to keep stuff down or in or whatever. And then it does get easier. I don't know. Who knows how I'm going to react. We'll just have to wait and see. But it'll all be very raw, as I will vlog it, and I will keep you all updated with it, obviously through Vlogmas. And I will be keeping a little diary on TikTok as well about it. I have openly said on there that I will be doing a little diary thing. So yeah. Any incoming? The only thing that I've got incoming this week is the new advent that I got, and I can't really show you too much because again it's all there in the box, and I don't know if anyone else has got it or not, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone because I did open it and I was like, oh, and then just sort of show it back down again. I thought that can wait until the 30th of November for me to get ready and stuff. Now, as for it being Vlogmas and doing decorations and all stuff like that, that won't happen on the 1st of December just because I don't really want decorations up for more than a month. I might do that sort of as a recovery thing slowly. We'll see. Like, even if it's a week before Christmas, then I'll get the tree out and put that up and stuff. Or even if we don't do too much this year, I'm not that bothered. But as long as I've got my advents and a few little bits and pieces, that's fine. So, and I know I'm talking about Christmas. We're only in November, middle of November, but I just wanted to get this all off my chest before I forgot any of it and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think about the projects that I'm thinking of taking into December with me. Whether you think that's going to be too much after surgery and stuff. Have you had your gallbladder removed? Did you recover quickly? Yeah, just give me all the information. Because I am nervous about it, and yeah, I think what I'm more nervous about, it's not the actual procedure, it's the recovery, it's the waking up with cuts and having scars and all stuff like that. I think that's what's making me more nervous than anything else. But yeah, I'm sure all will be fine. And Saturday morning, I was just hoping that it was that Saturday I was having it out. So there you go. Anything else that I need to say? I don't think so. I did say last week that I have now got a new TikTok for Dear Designs. I haven't really put anything up this week. I will put stuff up as and when I feel like it and that, so I'm not doing it for the algorithm or anything, it's just as and when I feel like it. So yeah, anyway, I'm definitely going to go now because I've probably rambled for longer than I thought I was going to. Yeah, I also said last week, I think it was last week, that I was going to do the 12 days of Christmas cast on. But I have decided that I think 12 cast-ons is a bit too much. I'm struggling with the 12 that I've got at the moment and trying to get some progress on them. So the plan is to maybe cast 3 of them on, and then every time I have a cast off, just cast on what I've got on my list. So that might be the plan. There's probably going to be new things that I put on this list all of the time. But that is what I'm planning. Anyway, I'm definitely going now. Thank you so much for watching. If I forgot anything, I'm sorry. Leave me a comment if you think I've forgotten anything to say anything, and I will mention it in next week's video. I don't think I have. I didn't write any notes. So there you go. Right. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye guys.